Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live watch party. Hey, everyone. Sup, Johnny Lawrence. Roundtable. We are well into fall, right? It is getting cooler, but there's a lot of Halloween stuff coming up. And Cobra Kai. Ryan. Hey, man. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. I've been busy. I didn't have much of a chance to, plan any sort of Halloween thing, but we could talk about, cool Halloween costumes and such. Didn't I have, Lily, sup, bro? And I know a lot of people are, I don't know. Is anyone doing anything for Halloween? You guys doing anything what was I gonna say? Going as anyone in Cobra Kai, or just this is it. Here it is. Okay, here we go. I am going to do something real quick here, guys. Since I was but what we're gonna do hold on a second. Ever since they changed this, I don't know. Slideshow. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's see. Here we go. 2000. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. And okay, there it is. The Halloween slideshow of the different costumes. All right, thank you everyone for coming on in. You know what's next level? Watching Cobra Kai on your TV and watching Cobra Kai on your phone at the same time. Johnny Lawrence, that is next level. Different episodes, so you can watch twice as fast. We're all busy now. What are you doing for Halloween? Not much. Probably passing out candy to any trick-or-treaters that come through. Is Johnny gonna marry Carmen? Yeah, they got engaged, and I think they'll get married maybe next season. Could be the season after, but probably I would say next season. Is a good way to do that, and so I have a video on it, so make sure you watch that. Hey, bro, how's it going? Pretty good. Spam in chat W. No. Nelson, you love Cobra Kai. Great for coming in. Yeah, Johnny proposed off screen. We may get a flashback to that or something next season. You gonna hand out the candy? Yeah. Is Kenny gonna join Miyagi Fang? So will he teach them the silver bullet? I don't know about teaching them the silver bullet. But he may join with the others. Yeah. A little break from karate. That's always possible too. But we'll see. Halloween or Christmas? Halloween. Halloween's tomorrow. You got any favorite Halloween costumes? Just in general? Or Cobra Kai related? Hmm. What's like a good Halloween costume? I don't really know. Like, I've never been the biggest Halloween person. Um, like for what it's worth, like the classic skeleton costume or something from Karate Kid is really cool. Um, so I don't know much else. Um, Jack, no one comes to your house. Yeah, yeah. I guess depending on where you live, people don't always come by. I was just talking to my sister, and she's like, "Yeah, no one comes over to our place." So, is Miguel going to stay with Sam? I think so. Never be too old to trick or treat. Yeah, some people definitely believe that. I was always busy. By the time I was in high school, I had never gone trick or treating. Probably the last time I went, I was in eighth grade. Um, yeah. So, Halloween brawl. Yeah, they may bring back Halloween. Based on the timeline, if since season 5 ended presumably somewhere around the end of the summer or something, we're back in school. Based on the timeline, we should get Halloween again. So I totally agree with that. Thanksgiving. I guess that's always possible. You never know. Um, but probably less likely, probably more likely to be something like Halloween again. Is Jeers going back to jail? Do you mean Crease? Crease ain't going back. Crease is moving forward. Wear your karate gi. Well, that's true. If you're not looking to spend more money. Um, what hours changed? Who do you think had the best redemption arc in Cobra Kai or Karate Kid? Redemption arc. I mean, some would say, Cobra Kai or Cobra Kai season 1 was a redemption arc for Johnny, but if you feel like Daniel was the real bully to begin with, it never was a redemption for him. Just a new way of looking at it. So you could say Johnny, but you could say even Hawk had a good one. Well, Chosen too. Um, this is a redemption, but definitely a different way of like having it play out. So Chosen and Hawk, Johnny. Is Kreese going to change everything in Cobra Kai? Probably not. Kreese is gonna do what he does. So Kreese is gonna move forward and sort of that's what my next video is gonna try to touch on. What's Kreese gonna be doing? Because it's kind of an interesting question. Because he's technically a fugitive, he's got to get out of the way from law, so he can't be out in the open, right? So he's gonna run things from from underneath, so to speak, from the shadows. That's what you're looking for. So ice, like when Kreese is having them fight, like ice, ice, ice. Yeah. Um, Ice. How's that, Johnny Lawrence? Did that go good? Um, is continuing to go good. Yeah. I mean, as far as we know, can't hear you. You need it louder. Oh no, you're saying ice, ice. Can't hear you. um, yeah. As far as obliterated, though, what Roundtable's asking is the thing about obliterated is they definitely seem to be very happy with it. John, Josh, and Hayden. So, uh, yeah, John, Josh, and Hayden seem to be very happy with it. So, um, I think it was the interview with Cobra Kai Kid or something they did with him. They kind of like were referencing it and seemed to be like really excited about how it's coming. So, I guess you never really know, until you see the final product. But they definitely look really happy about it, really excited. Do you think Mike Barnes is above Kreese? In terms of fighting skill, probably not. Um, I mean, we'll see how they were when they were in their prime, but Barnes is definitely tough. So it's a good matchup, though. That's a fun matchup. And I definitely think we're going to get a lot more Barnes next season. Something we're all kind of looking forward to. Mike Barnes. See, Barnes is, you recall, Barnes is a tournament specialist. And that's such the key, is Mike Barnes is like the guy to help them win the Sekai Tekai. I mean, that's the way I see it, right? Barnes would win for sure. Yeah. I think so. I think he's still got that karate flair. He's got to get back into it. um, Barnes and Kreese barely interacted. That's true. That's because Kreese wasn't in the movie a whole lot, which is because of Martin Cove wasn't fully available. But yeah. Karate Kid 3 deleted scenes in season 6. There's It's possible. I don't really know what's deleted that they would add. Um, if there's something worth dropping in, but as far as I know, I don't know what's out there for them to put in anyway. Um, so that's why I don't really know. Silver explaining why Cobra Kai are winners, but is simultaneously explaining the flaw in his plan of underestimating Johnny and Mike. Well, yeah, I mean that's part of what's going on the whole season, especially with Kim Da Yoon. Um, she seems very doubtful of him because he's always talking about, he's got these enemies, these annoyances, but he never seems to be able to put them away, and that's something that she is always looking down on him. Um, but yeah, you always get the impression Silver never fully believed Cobra Kai were never quite able to be the winners he thought they should be. How do the editors have access to deleted scenes? So the editors have basically everything. Is like the editors like have all the movies, and I think they went through and they just went through all the scenes too, and they digitized everything. So and the editors have it all, the deleted scenes, other alternate takes. Because since they work digitally, I remember even Zach Arnold was saying this in an interview. He can go to a file and he has all the movies and everything that he can then drop in if he's editing. That's a good question. Stand up from Johnny's perspective. I mean, obviously, if you saw that video where Joe Esposito is kind of talking about it, it's kind of like a question like, well, where does that get used? How does that get used? And that is a good question about this new song. So, we got a song from Johnny's perspective. How is it going to get used? And obviously they're talking about it, so they don't fully know yet. They got to figure it out. You kind of almost get the impression, if you listen to Esposito there in the interview, you kind of almost get the impression like, hey, like it's like what was I gonna say? Like that, like he wrote the song, but like he wasn't writing it for the show. Like in the sense, like it's not like they're writing this show and they're writing a scene or something. The way a lot of times songs are, and then they write a song to capture the moment. He just kind of wrote a song from Johnny's perspective, that existed outside of the show. They looked at it, they liked it, and they're like, well, let's figure out how we can make it work in the show. So it wasn't like they had the story going and everything, and then they went to him and said, hey, can you write a song about Johnny or something in this moment? He kind of wrote the song on his own. So, yeah. It's definitely like, it's a different approach. And then they got to figure out a way to, write the show or write something in the show to make it work. Is Silver going to really return? Well, as Hayden said, Silver's kind of off the board now. So Silver's off the board, at least karate-wise. So karate-wise, Silver's off. So I think he's out for like a season for the most part. Whether he comes back after, it's possible. Like it doesn't. I don't think he's going to be taken out for a long time. But he lost his reputation, which is the hardest for him. So. Stingray's developed. Yeah, it's been a pretty good arc for him. Never quite too much, but just enough. Sean Kanan almost died. Yeah, kind of a crazy story, right? You just get injured on a film set or whatever, and it's tough. But yeah, that's a story. If you watch some Sean Kanan interviews, and he talks about that. Cobra Kai Kid said he's in the ER. I didn't know that. I haven't checked Twitter. I don't see any tweets from him about that. Let me look. No, he didn't. What are you saying? Why would you say something like that? Unless he posted it somewhere else. He didn't. There's no tweet like that. I don't know, Bill. Bill, I don't know what you're saying, but don't just say stuff like that. What if Kreese kidnapping Kumiko in season 6 to fight Daniel? Kreese kidnap. I don't know. It's going to be hard for Kreese to get to Okinawa to kidnap Kumiko, and then get somewhere else to have this fight. There's a lot of things Kreese may do, but I don't know if kidnapping Kumiko is one of them. Kreese kidnapping Kumiko. I love the Yeah, Roundtable makes a good point. Kreese doesn't know Kumiko. How would he kidnap her? He's not going to Okinawa. Yeah, kidnapping is Kreese's MO. I agree with that. By the way, guys, I know I promised you a season 6 video. I am going to work on that this week, and I hope to have it out this week. Kind of in a lull. I may be doing some other writing or something, just to see what else I can put out. Not necessarily videos, but maybe doing some other writing. November is traditionally write a novel month or something. Yeah, so it's kind of like I've never done that. I don't normally write like prose, so it's not like I'm a novelist, but it's a popular time where everyone tries to write a whole book in 1 month. Feliz Halloween. Feliz Halloween. To filler comic relief in season 2 yeah, pretty important in 5 and 6. Yeah, definitely. Without overdoing it. I think like he's a character. If he's in it too much, it can kind of like wear on you a little. But he, he's in just enough. that it works really well. We all know Cobra Kai season 6 will be out. Yeah, out when? Was he fought Chosen and he was tired? Yeah, I could say you could say that's definitely part of it. Um, he was worn out a little. Plus, I think Daniel was way more focused this time. Uh, Daniel had been, I mean, his training was up there, so he was a lot more focused. Unlike the first time they fought. So, yeah, round table's right here. Daniel was balanced, focused, balanced, everything. So Daniel was definitely on point. Do you think we'll see Julie Pierce again? Yes. Maybe even next season. Next season or the season after, but um but I don't think they're going to not find a way to get her in. So um um Max loves Chosen. I think that's what he's saying here. What will Stingray's role be here? That's a good question. What will Stingray's role be here? I think Stingray. Um, he's still live, right? So, um, he's still like he loves Cobra Kai. He's friends with like Bert and the kids. So I don't know. It's a shame that he loses his nice apartment since Terry Silver's probably going to be gone. So he's going to lose all that. So Stingray's got to like get himself a new job or something to now support himself or support his where he lives. No mercy. It's no mercy. It was awesome indeed. Yeah, definitely a highlight of the season for sure. Terry won't be calling it the crane crap anymore. No, he won't. Very fun moment. I think Stingray might join Eagle Fang. Stingray. Um, yeah, I that's a good way to think of it, cinema fan, because Stingray ultimately originally was with Johnny, um, liked Johnny, so it's sort of the same thing I always say with Tori. Um, they already trained with Johnny, so they're more likely to gravitate back towards Johnny than Daniel. Um, so whatever. Stingray can live with his mother. Um, yeah, maybe, but I think like maybe he'll get something else. Half orc hobbies. Kreese broke out just before he was probably going to be let out. Um, yeah, and that's kind of I don't know if I'd call it the tragic or like the ironic of the whole Kreese thing. is like, yeah, he was about to get out. Would have let the charges go against him. But, yeah. The elbow of the cop. Yeah, I don't think he got charged for that. Yeah, I don't think that was it. You can read in the newspaper everything he got charged for. A funny Tori scene. The camera zooms on her face. It looks like she's giving birth, but it pans out, and it's just Devin and Sam stretching her legs really far. Is it really that funny? I guess. I think I get what you're saying, but besides, usually stretching isn't quite like giving birth, so it's a little bit over the top there. Seeing where he works at LaRusso Auto. Buenas noches. Dormir. Buenas noches. They're going to tease it. No. Will Tori become really good? Well, Tori will always stay Tori. What newspaper? It's in episode 5. It's when the newspaper they give to him as a shoot. What? Oh. It's the newspaper they give to him to the clue to Daniel. The clue to Daniel that they give, they drop that newspaper. It's like the article. Here it is. Okay. Here, we're going to look at it, guys. Come here. Hold on. Okay. Here it is. So we can read it right here. Let me put this here. And clear this out. John Kreese, decorated U.S. Army veteran, was convicted in San Fernando aggravated battery with serious bodily injury and sentenced to 2 years. So it's nothing about assaulting a police officer. You see? Aggravated battery with serious bodily injury, 2 years. First conviction of the former Army captain and karate champion and operator of Cobra Kai Karate Dojo in the Valley Village. His victim, former student Raymond Porter, testified that the attack by Kreese, who he described as violently unhinged, was both vicious and unprovoked, and left him hospitalized, serious injuries yet to be fully recovered. In addition to Porter's assessment, Kreese's lack of an alibi for the night of the assault and additional circumstantial evidence proved more than adequate for the jury to guilty verdict in over an hour. Judge Harold Storns cited Kreese's record, service, and lack of prior convictions and contributions to the youth sports in determining length of the sentence, half of the maximum allowed by California law. Two reporters outside the court support indicated he may consider filing civil charges as well. So, yeah. So whatever happened to the cop, they let that go. That got put aside. So it's good to know, good to remember. Steph is here. Johnny Daniel chosen singing "Eye of the Tiger" was surprisingly funny. Yeah, I would say it was funny. I don't know if it was surprisingly funny. Damn right, it's funny. You knew that would be funny. Steph Sunny. Thank you, Steph, for coming in. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow to see what people are going as for Halloween. See if we can see any other Cobra Kai. Looking forward to November. I want to get out. Maybe do some writing, and I will get a season 6 video. I think maybe people want that. Gang, it's the watch party. Oh. Where does Silver go from here? Well, first Silver has to beat the charges. And the good thing is, since what's his name is unreliable, since Stingray's kind of unreliable, it may be hard to get these charges to stick with him. So I think that's the kind of key, and that's why, like, you can imagine, like, Silver is like out for one season, but maybe he can come back in the final season. Like, that's like a good way to see it, I think, is like Silver's out for one season and then he comes back. So I think what they're doing with Chosen like that, like he didn't drink in season 3. It was just like he's normally a serious guy and he doesn't drink, but they talked him into it in season 5, and then he's getting drunk and crazy. Wah wah wah. Cobra Kai talk. Hey man, thank you for showing up, coming in, saying hi. It is Halloween tomorrow, but having a lot of fun. November, big month. It's the month of writing. So we'll see. House of the Dragons finished now, so that'll probably wind down. Do you think Daniel knew Silver could beat Daniel when he was about to fight him in episode 5? I think yes, that Silver could win. Yeah. Well, he certainly felt defeated after he lost to Daniel. Is he still wanting to compete in the international tournament without his students? Well, he can't compete without his students. So, and that's the thing. It's really unclear what happens. Cobra Kai was admitted to the tournament, but now they're not going to go, I guess. So he obviously wanted to compete in the internationals tournament with his students. So I don't know. Tristan, stopping in. Hello. How do you think Sam and Tori's relationship dilemma will be handled? I may bring this up in the season 6 video. Because they were able to work together, but it's not like they've overcome all their differences. And they aren't necessarily as much like natural friends. Like the way, Miguel and Robbie were able to get along or something. It's harder to see Sam and Tori like that. But maybe they can find ways to get along more. Would you say Barnes had the highest pain tolerance? Um, I would say Chosen. Chosen took a sword to the back and all that. It's just a flesh wound. It's just a flesh wound. So, yeah, I think Chosen maybe. Who becomes the strongest kid? You still got like Miguel and Robbie are at the top. It should be a team. Yes. Did you see my video on the World Tournament, the Saikai Taikai? That's exactly what I predict will happen. You meant... Oh, championship. I think they just move on with it. I don't think we're worrying about the All Valley tournament anymore. Tori won. Maybe it wasn't totally fair, but they're not going to try to resolve that. So, yeah, they're moving on to bigger things. So, do you think the international tournament is yearly? Yeah, I do. You don't see her taking it over. Well, the Cobra Kai invite already happened, so it's there with or without Silver. The question is, what happened to the dojo? Because the dojo's not really there anymore. So that's the real question. Do you think Okinawa will return in season 6? Maybe Kreese and Kim go to Okinawa because Kreese is wanted. Yeah, I don't know if they go to Okinawa. It always seemed more likely they would go to South Korea because that's where she's from. But then I kind of keep thinking the tournament may be in Japan, but we'll see. I do think they'll get back to Okinawa at some point. At the very least, Chosen will go. Sam and Tori haven't even had a fun moment together. Yeah. Dry rub barbecue? Is that something we needed to see? I didn't know. Kreese are more likely to go to... Yeah, that's what I think. Did you watch it one day? Yeah. Because it comes out at the most inconvenient time, I did go to sleep after episode 7 or something. Came back and finished. But yeah. One or two. Yeah, I think that's the plan. I think maybe 2 more seasons is what they have in their mind. Will they have babies late? No. Oh, you guys. New season of Cobra Kai just released. Yeah, okay. Aiming for 2 more seasons. Yeah, that's the impression I get. Yeah, it's Steph. The thing is, Silver promised all that, but remember, Goober or whatever, he said that's not how you get admitted, and it has no impact on the decision. So while they were hoping for all that, they didn't offer an invite to Cobra Kai because Silver offered for American promotion. Um, will we see Kyler's home in season 6? Probably not. I always think we may get a little bit of Kyler at some point, but like maybe his parents, maybe his dad or something, but nothing like that. When is season 6 coming out? Eric Lee asks. No one knows. They haven't even started writing it yet, so um, I think late next year at the earliest. It may not even come out till 2024. We'll see. Although I like seeing most characters being multidimensional and layered, I do think some should be static, one-dimensional, and Kyler is a good one for Cobra Kai. Well, in the sense that you can't make everyone into a full fleshed out character. Yeah. Um, like I get what you mean. But I think like they'll put a little bit of boop boop boop. Just like a little tag for Kyler or something. Um, give him just a little bit of an arc. It's not going to ever be a whole lot, but they'll do a little something to kind of wrap it up, so to speak. Is going to use the fart technique on Silver and Silver goes back. Oh my god. Oh my god. Shits in Kyler's mouth. No. No, Mr. Miyagi never met Kim Sun Young. And, as Chosen even said, Kim Sun Young became known after Mr. Miyagi left Okinawa many years later, so. So organized Takai in America. Something like that. Season 6 will be like Dragon Ball with a world tournament. I don't know Dragon Ball, but I guess go for it. Season 1 still. Yeah, it's kind of special to me, too. A 4-day weekend, December 29th. Could be. Could be. Sam Tori, it needs more time to breathe. Yeah, Samtori reconciliation needs more time to breathe. Like I said, they've really haven't even reconciled. They just go through everything that they've been through. So whatever. Putting up with your nonsense. I put up with a lot more nonsense than that, but you're welcome. The one thing I miss about the show, it's not there anymore, is the element of nuance where the line between good guy, bad guy, protagonist, antagonist is blurred and left up to interpretation. Yeah. Yeah. The funny thing is, like, it's still there, even though the show doesn't act like it's there. Like, I mean, my sister was watching season 6, and she said to me, "What's wrong with Terry Silver? He seems like such a good guy. Why is he acting like he's so bad?" You know. Yeah, they could have made it blurred. Like if we had seen like kids genuinely improving from Cobra Kai, it might have been, it made it more interesting. Um, more than just Kenny. The problem is they took Kenny and they made him like now this bully or something. But like, but if we saw kids like lives improving or something, is there any chance of seeing Julie in season 6? I would say yes. We'll see. Jay Kisses, been missing you, girl. Where are those kisses? Every day, I come in, I'm like, where are the kisses? Where's my Jay Kisses? First two Karate Kid. Well, you're probably not alone. There's a lot of people who love those movies. Hero root for and a villain root against. Yeah. Will Tori continue to have her crush? She seemed to get back together with Robbie, so that's kind of mostly in the past. Season 5 episode. Maybe episode 2, episode 9. I'll have to think it through. She's more interested in someone else, yeah. Season 1's by far the best. Yeah, that's what I've always said. Maybe they can be friends again, yeah. Hey. Take some billboards. Finally developing Cobra Kai. I think Dimitri's already developed, so. Is there any chance of seeing the girl who smooshed Miguel? Could be fun. Probably not. Probably not going to see her again. No, I don't think like Zach is going to come in. Season 5 would have been an appropriate end. Well, yeah, it feels like it could have been an ending, which I guess was intentional. Like it almost feels like it ended up there. So that way they can go somewhere new in season 6. Shades of Grey is overdone nowadays. Yeah, it just depends, I guess, on the characters and moments and such. After these 2 years full of information, spoilers, news, we've almost no news to see. We were spoiled. Yeah, but the reason we have no news is because there is nothing. They're out shooting Obliterated now. Season 6 isn't even written, so that's just the way it is. Maybe, hopefully, actually by the end of November, maybe we'll get something. If they start up their new writers' room, or early December. Tori needs to have a conversation with Miguel or Johnny. Yeah, that would be nice, since that doesn't really happen. Karate Kid 2 is your favorite. Daniel regressed. Regressed in 3. Well, the first one's my favorite, but a lot of people like Karate Kid 2. I like season 5, episode 6 as my second favorite. Let's see, that's where Kim Down comes in. Yeah, that's a good one. Watch Party is badass. Finally, someone's spitting truth here. Show has become less gray. Yeah, I think it was always a natural progression for the show. Anyway, you can't keep the like grayness going too long. As long as is the problem, I think, is in like 3 they overdid it, where like Cobra Kai is bursting into the home and they're all fighting for some reason. That was kind of like a little bit much. let's see. Let's grab our time. Yeah, exactly. Give 2 reasons Cobra Kai is the best show. How about Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso? He's all talk. Yeah, he is. Final season 7 feature, the Taikai. I think the Taikai is going to be in season 6. What's your favorite thing about the show as a whole? Good question. I think like the show as a whole, like it came in like in season 1 with just this attitude of Johnny. It's like he's like throwback 80s, but it's more than just like throwback 80s. He's just got this like the badass attitude, right? And that it kind of permeates through everything. It just like it was like a different way of approaching things and such. So that's the reclaim or new emphasis on being badass. That's what I would say. What could come before House of the Dragon season 2 or Cobra Kai season 6? Could be Cobra Kai 6, just because House of the Dragon season 2 is almost confirmed not to be till 2024, which is pretty sad, and actually, in my opinion. But so God, they may come around the same time, but we'll see. Because I think House of the Dragon doesn't start shooting till beginning of next year, but we'll see. Favorite episode of season 5? Probably episode 10. And maybe 2. I don't know. Do it as a tour. Yeah, well, they're not going to. If they ever do like a movie, it'll be after the series wraps as it goes. So Chosen Kumiko, the baby Kim Do-yoon, brings good to us. Well, let's hope. Yeah. Maybe we'll get news in November after Obliterated wraps, but it may not be till December, or we'll see. Rewrite Tori's motivation. Yeah. Tori goes out with a bag. Yeah, that could work. Something like that. They did very little. Oh, hold on. Where am I? Shoot. There's a lot more messages going. Do you think that's possible? Honestly, I think it's all a bunch of nothing. It's just made up fan theories. The Mighty Ducks movie. Yeah, people have actually made the comparison to Mighty Ducks before. Johnny and Daniel should have come together sooner than this tournament. Season 4 seemed like they stretched out that conflict. They did stretch it a little bit, especially in season 4, having them break it up. They really stretched it to the limit there. But it's hard, you're kind of balancing the tournament. If they come together too soon, then you don't get the big moment at the end of season 4. So they did little with Miguel. That could be. Probably would have felt. Yeah, actually, the funny thing about that Sam getting karma is they didn't really play into it. I thought it might have been an interesting way to play into it, but they didn't. They didn't go that direction. Do you think Mike Burns will join Daniel Chosen Johnny Sensei? Yes. Did you watch my video on the World Tournament? I said specifically that. Go to my season 6 videos and make sure you watch that one. Barnes will probably train with the Miyagi Fangs. Okay. I mean, people have been saying some of the kids have been too old to play teenagers for a while now. But frankly, for Netflix and a lot of TV, that's kind of normal. So, whatever. A lot of people are giving their ranks here. 2, 3, 1, 4. Do like what Stranger Things good? Yeah, maybe. It worked really well for Stranger Things. When you have a really big show like House of the Dragon did really well over the course of 10 weeks. By the fact that they're in October. Yeah, the real reason is ultimately is Sean Kanan wasn't available. He was only there for one day, so they couldn't choreograph this big huge fight. So they had to just find a way to make it work with the schedule they had. So too many characters fit everything. Yeah, that could be. Do you think that Kenny could beat Dimitri? Maybe. Will Tori's mom ever die? Maybe. I think that's on the back burner somewhere. She would ask what's wrong. Yeah, I don't know if she realized Sam was crying though at that moment. Yeah, it's going to be some sort of team event. Um, as I talked about in my video, that not enough people have seen. I viewed it as some sort of continuous rotation or something, but it's going to be probably something different. Peyton said did she say that? I don't recall her saying that. I don't know about season 6, maybe season 7. It seems like there could be more Tori to come. 53142. Yeah, there you go. Pain face, Sam baby. His baby face is Kenny. Not a huge fan. Kenny's too involved. Yeah. There's more Kenny and Anthony to come. Sean more than Kenny. Yeah, so many people love Sean. Sean. Yeah, Kyler's kind of old. So, well, everyone wants Sean back. One of us I watched the first two episodes, which were free. I didn't want to sign up for CBS All Access or whatever, the Paramount or whatever the heck it is. Um, yeah, the first couple episodes were fine, but I didn't want to watch. I didn't want to pay for more. Tag team. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be straight tag team though. Tag team seems a little odd to me. Like, um, that's why just like you had a full list of fighters and you fight in order, and as one gets eliminated, then the next one goes in. So it's similar, but not quite a full tag team. But yeah, Sean Kanan injured. Be the Rhino. Well, guys, I think I'm going to wrap up. Been going a little over an hour, but I will get a season 6 video out. I'm going to do that this week, hopefully soon, and then probably spend some November time doing some other stuff, some writing and whatever else. So reintroductions of an old franchise, yeah, definitely, Vinay. So yeah, a lot. But obviously we're just sitting around waiting for news now. Waiting for news about season 6. They're still shooting Obliterated. They're supposed to wrap in November. I think it was supposed to be later November or mid late November. So we always thought we'll maybe get Cobra Kai information when that wraps. Should make more Sam videos. Is Sean Shoulder? Probably, yeah. I would think so. Have a good Halloween, everyone. Dress as something Cobra Kai if you got it. Karate Kid, Cobra Kai. That's the way to do it.